Assalamu'alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. First, let's say thanks to God, praise to God, because He has given me time to make this video. Secondly, salam and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has brought us from the darkness to the lightness, from the stupid era to the cleverness era, as well as we feel right now, the world full of knowledge and the world full of technology. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Zaed Abdul Aziz from 6A English Literature Department, State University Sultan Taha Saifuddin Jambi. Today, I wanna tell you about a mini thesis, Sociolinguistics, with my beloved lecturer, Mrs. Ulfatmi Azlan, with the title An Analysis of Taboo Words in Cat in the Rain, short story by Ernest Hemingway. Okay, first, background of the research. Literary works are things that are commonly discussed in society. Along with that, literature is an expression of human expression in the form of written or oral works based on thoughts, opinion, experiences to feelings in imaginative forms, reflection of realities or original data wrapped in an aesthetic packaging through language media, according to Tabroni, 2019. One of the most popular forms of literary works is short story. Usually, we know that short story can be read out in one sitting, focus on one plot, one character, and one central theme. But short story can be as strong as novel. There are so many short story authors that we may have known, for instance, Ernest Hemingway, and then James Baldwin, Dennis Johnson, John Cheever, and so on. In daily life, people use language as a communication tool between people around the world. Every single people in the world absolutely have their own language. Usually, people can learn another language as they want, whether they like it or they want to continue their study in certain country. According to Birner, 2017, language is a tool of communicating which most effective even though it is still imperfect, to the point that language imperfection can become a means of communication, which is a source of misunderstanding. Along with that, according to Sciences and Hartner, 2011, language is a form of thought that can be understood and as a relation with reality, has a structure and a logical form. Language has its own variation as an identity from each regions of countries. Holmes says that language variation is a linguistic form which used based on social circumstances and also included vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation of dialect and spelling in different language. So language variation is determined by social itself, their background, status, education, and degree of formality of a situation where the language is used. It means there is no language without variations. Because of the variations, the speaker of the language speaks differently. The variations offers the speaker a choice of ways of expression in different ways. The science that learns about language is called linguistics. Okay, as we know, linguistics has several branches. One of them is sociolinguistics. The term sociolinguistics created by two words, which is socio and linguistics. Socio means social, related to civilization and society. Meanwhile, linguistics means science about language. Strange by Sumarsono said that sociolinguistics is a study of language relates to the society. It's studied by social sciences, especially sociology. Along with that, Nancy stated that sociolinguistics is a developing subfield of linguistics which takes speech variations as its focus, viewing variation or its social context. Sociolinguistics is concerned with the correlation between social factors and linguistics variations. Sociolinguistics learn about taboo words. Nah, taboo is the words that should not say or action should not do. According to Cambridge Dictionary, taboo is a subject, word, or action that is avoided for religious or social reasons. And then, strengthened by wr.wb, taboo is the prohibition or avoidance in any society of behavior believed to be harmful to its members in that it will cause them anxiety, embarrassment, or shame. In this research, the researcher wants to discuss about taboo words in Cat in the Rain, a short story by Ernest Hemingway. Cat in the Rain tells a story about a woman who has married that like another man, an old man in the hotel. She thought that the old man has a good character and authoritative. With his brief story and an easy to understand language, it is very interesting to read. Biography of Ernest Hemingway. In full, Ernest Miller Hemingway, born July 21, 1899, Cicero, now in Oak Park, Illinois, US, died July 2, 1961, Ketchum, Idaho, American novelist and short story writer, awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1954. He was not both for the intense masculinity of his writing and for his adventurous and widely publicized life. His succinct and lucid prose style exerted a powerful influence of American and British fiction in the 20th century. Research question. First, how many times taboo words used in Cat in the Rain short story by Ernest Hemingway? What types of taboo words that used in Cat in the Rain short story by Ernest Hemingway? Theoretical review. Definition of sociolinguistic, the study that is concerned with the relationship between language and the context in which it is used. In other words, it studies the relationship between language and society. Definition of taboo. Taboo is the prohibition or avoidance in any society of behavior believed to be harmful to its members in that it will cause them anxiety, embarrassment, or shame. It is extremely strong politeness constraints. Consequently, so far as language is concerned, certain things are not to be said or certain objects can be reverted to only in certain circumstances. Okay. Third, types of taboo. According to Battistella, there are 4 types of taboo words. There are epithets, profanity, vulgarity, and obscenity. First, we're gonna talk about epithet. It's characterized by the existence of several types of slurs, such as bitch and fag. Other references that are included as epithet are connected to race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, one's appearance, and disability, such as nigger word when it is uttered by white people. Number 2 is profanity. Profanity can be categorized as religious cursing because it usually includes the foul-mouthed use of what is considered to be sacred. Being more detailed, Jane Doyle, 2006, page 2 until 3, describes profanity as the expression involving the use of religious terms in a profane, secular, or uncaring manner such. Third, vulgarity. Vulgarity and obscenity have the same reference, especially to words or expressions that contain sexual, anatomy, and excretory function in a rough manner. The last, or the fourth, is obscenity. It refers to expressions that are prohibited from public use since they involve repulsion to the sense, abhorrent, impolite, and detestable to morality. Short story is a literary work that usually only contain one theme with limit of character which have its own characteristic. The short story consists of fiction, and then has received less attention from literary scholars than the novel. As with the novel, the roots of the short story lie in antiquity, in the Middle Age, according to Clarer, 2004, page 30. There are many studies about taboo in some theses. For instance, a study conducted by Sanjaya, 2018, bachelor degree at Faculty of Cultural Studies, University of Sumatra Utara. The study entitled Analysis of English Taboo Words in Movie Get Hard. Okay, the writer divides this chapter into 4 parts of discussion: design of the research, source of data, technique of the data collection, technique of the data analysis. First, design of the research. The research used descriptive qualitative method. It is called qualitative since it is a type of research which does not include any calculation or enumeration. And then, source of data, the main source of this research, of course, from Cat in the Rain, short story by Ernest Hemingway, and also from internet about biography of author, and so on. And then technique of data collection, you can see this. In collecting data, the writer did some ways: read the short story repeatedly, try to recount the story, and classify the data. Number 4, technique of data analysis. In this research, the writer used qualitative method. It is process of reasoning that follows a reverse path: observation, precedes theory, hypothesis, and interpretation. Qualitative methods employ observations, interview, and or the analysis of some types of text. Collecting the data from The Cat in the Rain, short story by Ernest Hemingway, and then classified them into their each types. The data were analyzed, and then the last is my conclusion. I have finished. Thank you guys for your attention. This is a quote by me. Do not change who you are. You are perfect for someone who loved you. Yeah guys, I think that's enough for me. Thank you for your attention. I'm sorry if there are any mistakes in my learning video. The last but not least, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.